Okay, today we're going to talk about more types of angles. We're going to talk about three types today. We're going to talk about alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and corresponding angles. Okay, so alternate interior. If you look, these are two parallel lines, and this line that goes through is called a transversal. I'll write that up here. Transversal, Transversal. Transversal. This is the line that intersects a set of parallel lines. When it does that, it makes special types of angles. So the first type we're going to talk about is we'll start at the bottom with corresponding. Corresponding means the same location. It's angles in the same location. So when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about angles that are like angle number 1 and angle number 5. They're in the top left-hand corner, and this one's in the top left-hand corner. These are in the same location. Those are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are going to be equal to each other. So if I tell you angle 1 is 100 degrees, angle 5 is going to be 100 degrees. Corresponding are in the same location, and they're going to be equal to each other whenever the lines are parallel. So 1 and 5 are corresponding. So what other ones go together? We have 1 and 5. What about 2 and 6? We have 3 and 7. And then you have 4 and 8. So those are going to be equal to each other because they're corresponding. So 1's equal to 5, 2's equal to 6, 3's equal to 7, 4's equal to 8. Now once you find one angle in here, you can literally solve for all the rest. Because we did vertical angles, so whatever 5 is, 8 is. This is going to be a straight line, so it's going to be supplementary. So you can, these two have to add up to 180, and then that gives you vertical here. So you can go through, once they give you one angle, you can go through and solve for all the rest. Okay, so let's talk about our next type. The next type of angle we're going to talk about, alternate interior angles. Let's go to that. Alternate interior. Interior means it's in between your parallel lines, and it's alternating on sides. So angle 3 and angle 6 are going to be alternate interior angles. Angle 3 and angle 6. The little sideways V, like that, that's the symbol for angles. Angle 3 and angle 6. And they're going to be equal to each other. They're going to be equal to each other because they're alternate interior. So if I tell you angle 3 is 60 degrees, that means angle 6 is going to be 60 degrees. What's the other set of alternate interior angles? It'd be angles 4 and angle 5. Those are my other set of alternate interior angles. Yes, that's a 5. Alternate interior. Interior means in between my parallel lines. It's inside. Just like if you have the interior of a house, you're talking about the inside of a house. Okay, now, what about if we're talking about exterior? Exterior talks about the outside. So you're talking about on the outside of your parallel lines. And alternate just means alternating on sides of your transversal. So angle 1 goes with angle 8. They're alternate sides, opposite sides. They're exterior, they're outside of my parallel lines, and they're going to be equal to each other. So angle 1 and angle 8 are equal to each other. And then angle 2 and angle 7 are going to be equal to each other. Those are my sets of alternate exterior angles. Those are your three types we're going to talk about today. So when we do this, they're going to set it up, and they're going to give you what one of these would be. And you can solve it by using anything you did yesterday or anything you learned today. So let's say that they tell you that measure for angle 1, they tell you that angle 1 is, we'll start with actually angle 2, we're going to say is 75 degrees. So when they give you that, let's go through and solve for all the rest. So let's solve for the ones we did today. So the first one we did was corresponding. What angle is in the same location as angle 2? Angle 6. Because it's the top right. So that's going to be 75 degrees because it's a corresponding angle. Okay, let's do another one from here. This is the outside, so it's exterior, and the alternate for that one would be over here at angle 7, because the alternate exterior would be these two. So this one's going to be 75 degrees. Okay, I can also do alternate interior from here. So alternate interior would be across, and this one would be 75 degrees. So I've done alternate interior, I've done alternate exterior, I've done corresponding. So now we use what we did on Tuesday or Monday. We did supplementary. So if this line is 180 and that's 75, that makes this side 105 degrees. So now we can do the same thing. This is a vertical angle, 105. I can do corresponding, same location, top left, 105. I can do alternate exterior with 105 and put it over here. So you can solve this using anything from Monday or Tuesday, and you know, the stuff that I just did now. Now what if they change it up? What if they make the lines go this way? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let me give you one angle over here and see if you can go through and solve for the rest. Let's say that angle 4 is 100 degrees. So I want you to use corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, and solve for the ones you can first. After you use corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, then use your definition for supplementary and see if you can solve for the rest. So pause it now and see if you can fill this one in. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'll use corresponding. So if this one's bottom left, this one's bottom left, so they're in the same location. So I have that alternate exterior here and here. It's the outside of my parallel lines, alternating sides, so one's the bottom, one's the top, and it's on the outside. I have this one, I can do alternate interior here, and go make this one 100 degrees. You could have also done vertical angles and gone here. Vertical angles and gone here. So now that I've done all those, now we have to do supplementary. So supplementary means it's these two are going to add up to 180. Well, 180 minus 100, so now this one's going to be 80 degrees. So let's use corresponding. Okay, this is the same location, so this one's 80 degrees. Alternate exterior, that one's 80 degrees. Alternate interior, this one's 80 degrees. You can go in and fill in each one of your missing angles. Okay, let's try one more. Go ahead and draw that. And I'm going to tell you that this one is 130 degrees. Now I want you to fill in the rest. Go ahead and pause it and fill in the rest using alternate interior, alternate exterior, and corresponding first. Okay, so let's fill these in. So corresponding, same location, that's the top right, this is the top right. So 130. Alternate exterior, that's the outside of your parallel lines, alternate sides of your transversal. Corresponding alternate interior here. Okay, so there's 130 degrees. So I've got all of those set up. So now I need to use supplementary. So supplementary needs to add up to 180. So 180 minus 130 gives me 50. So now this one's going to be 50. Alternate exterior. exterior makes this one 50. Vertical makes this one 50. Vertical makes that one 50. So now you've solved for all of your angles. Now what about if they give you a picture like this? What if they give you a picture like this? And they're only going to label two angles. So that's the only two they want you to solve. So they tell you that this one is 63 degrees. And they tell you that the top one is equal to 5x plus 18 degrees. That's a degree symbol. Now these are in the same location, aren't they? Angle 2 and angle 6, they're corresponding. So these two have to be equal to each other. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to set these up and make them equal. Do 5x plus 18. It's equal to what this one is. So we're going to say equals 63. Now you've got a two-step equation, and we're going to go in and solve it. So subtract 18. 63 minus 18, 63, 53, 45. So I need 5x equals 45. Divide both sides by 5. And x equals 9. You set these two, they're equal to each other because they're corresponding, so set them equal to each other. And then solve for your variable. It's a two-step equation. Get rid of adding and subtracting first, multiplying and dividing second.